Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about this database, which is the Indigenous Peoples of the Americas History, Culture, and Law. If you want to be able to find this from the library homepage, you can just come to the library resource page, the database tab, and then search by title, and you should be able to find it very simply in that manner. Now, there's a lot of information in this database. It is mostly government documents, legal documents, United States legal codes, treaties, anything that is going to center on the Indigenous peoples of the Americas. So you do have, under all titles, a way to search by alphabetical title, tribe, author, date, subject. So if you look for information by tribes, those are going to be related to treaties. And it does take a little bit of time to process this. I'm filming this video off campus, so it's just thinking about it for a second. And you can then search for this different treaties. You can change if you're looking for keywords or treaty numbers or tribes. But if you do scroll down, you do have tribes listed alphabetically and the treaties that are connected or affiliated with those tribes. You also have other places that you can search for alternate subject matter if you're looking for legislative histories, or if you are looking for the Code of Federal Regulations. You are able to search and find information under these little tabs at the top, which may help you narrow down what you're looking for, especially if you know what you're looking for. Now, if you're not really sure what you're looking for, you can always come back up to the top if you've gone into one of these tabs and click on the name of the database right here. If you click up here, this is the database itself, and these are other databases that Hein Online will host, and you can go into a different database. So you want to stay in this database. And if you want to search, you can search by a keyword and do a simple search, and then you will be able to filter these results with different dates or document types in the search bar off to the side. So if I narrow my search date, I'm able to see that I have, 11 results here, and I can either get a PDF, I can download this, I can email it to myself, or I can kind of like bookmark it if I were to create an account, which you absolutely do not have to do if you don't want to. Something else I could do is I could check all of these resources and then email them all to myself. And you can see those options for what you can do here. Another thing that you might be interested in doing is trying the advanced search. And this will allow you to select more specifically where you're searching for keywords. Are you searching within the text? Are you searching within the title? Do you want to narrow it to a specific date? And you can change your Boolean operators. Within 5 and within 10 means if you're searching 2 words, you want them to be within 5 or within 10 words of each other. So if you're looking for the term tribal government and you want them next to each other, you should have them in quotes. But if you want them to be within 5 words of each other, then you can select that option. Something that's really interesting is the Venn diagram search. This will offer you the opportunity to search 2 terms separated by the AND Boolean operator. And you do have to be careful that you're not mistyping anything or capitalizing something in the wrong place, or it will not show you the answers. But as you can see, we have far fewer terms that return for Lumbee than return for tribal government. And we do have some overlap between those terms, and those results will be shown over here on the side. There's 172. And you're able to do the same things where you might want to email these to yourself, or look at the list or save it to yourself, and you can check all of these things if you want to modify your search, for example. you can come back and do this. Now, something that is interesting is by changing those search terms, you can come up with very different Venn diagrams. And so you can definitely tell what material is more present within this database. So tribal government is much smaller than the term curriculum, so there'll be more documents that relate to curriculum than relate to tribal governments. But we do have 1,438 results that are a combination of those two searches. Now, if you still have some questions about how to use this or what content is provided in this database, the last tab, the LibGuide tab, will offer you all this information. There is an overview. There is some information about browsing the database and what all of these different tabs might provide you as far as information goes, as well as how to search it most effectively, additional resources, and other kind of important information. It will open in another tab, and so if you want to go back, you do have to go into the tabs of your browser to return to your home page. All right, I hope you learned something and that this database is useful for you. Enjoy your fall break.